new Black Ops 6 Season 1 patch notes just went live a day early, and in this video, we're going over everything that's changing here in multiplayer. If you want to stay up to date with any and all news, updates, best class setups, and a settings update, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications to stay in the loop. After watching the video, let me know down in the comment section if you guys think this update is a massive W or a complete L. Let's go ahead and talk about multiplayer. We have some campaign updates, but in all reality, we're not going to be discussing campaign. Maps, they're going ahead and adjusting essentially low light flicker and lighting on the maps to make them a little bit more appealing. We have adjustments on Low Town. We have adjustments on Protocol. We have adjustments on Red Card, as well as adjustments on Vault. These maps, honestly, are some of the worst maps in the game. So it's no surprise they are making adjustments on these specific maps. Now, spawns. Spawn logic updates across several maps to reduce the chances of spawning near enemies. We'll see if this is going to happen because they've been saying this every single update since the beginning of time. Adjusted start spawns in subsonic to prevent damage opposing enemy team at match start. Okay, this is I was like kind of like, what is this talking about? This is essentially going to be adjusting where the spawn locations are on subsonic, so you just can't shoot through the hangar doors and get immediate kills, which obviously is a W. This is definitely a huge issue in domination and especially hardpoint. I've seen it firsthand. Now, modes. Addressed an issue across several maps where hardpoint zones could be captured outside of the intended boundaries. Adjusted an issue where incorrect icons would display on the next hardpoint lock icon. Addressed an issue where the bomb in search and destroy could not be retrieved if dropped on a deployed or destroyed vehicle. Addressed an issue where the time is almost upline with play too frequently in gunfight. They also went ahead and made adjustments in game chat. Addressed an issue where some players were unable to hear each other during intermission. Wow, that's actually insane. This was definitely not unintentional. This was intentional. They just went ahead and reverted it, which I think is kind of interesting. That's why, you know, in search and destroy, absolutely nobody was talking. Because I was trying to make some search and destroy content, you know, doing some trolling, and nobody could be heard because they shut it off. But now they're going to go ahead and fix that here in Season 1. Now, for weapons, throughout the preseason, we have seen a steady and healthy variety of weapon usage. Most weapons sit quite closely in both performance and pick rate, with no weapons dominating in both areas. As such, for our first round of Season 1 tuning, changes will not be introducing any major shifts to the current state of weapon balance, and instead focusing on elevating some of the weapons at the bottom of the pack. Where do you think they got that at price from? Nah, I'm not taking credit for that, but that's actually incredibly smart. We are also addressing feedback regarding assault rifle damage in hardcore and completing our adjustments to the shotgun slug attachment. Okay, so this is pretty interesting here. Reminder, we are using a new weapon damage adjustment table to identify post-patch damage changes when possible. Need an explainer? Click here. I'll go ahead and explain it. It actually is quite simple. I like the way they're going ahead and breaking things down. All weapons. This is what they're doing for every single weapon here in Black Ops 6. Adjusted weapon motion while moving and changing stance to improve aiming feel and centering, especially with optics. We're definitely going to have to revisit how to center and snap aim after this update goes live. Hold breath focus state will now be maintained while firing if applicable. Improve weapon depth of field setting when performing a weapon inspect. Interesting. Now, assault rifles. We are increasing the damage values for some of our assault rifles to ensure that they kill in one bullet in hardcore modes. The headshot multiplier changes have either kept the bullets to kill with headshots the same or even improved them at some minimum damage ranges. So this is where things are getting really interesting here. Assault rifle adjustments. They made adjustments to the XM4. Now, pre-patch, the maximum damage range was 16.5 meters. Post-patch, they're going to be increasing the damage to 23. This is to allow a one-shot in hardcore, but in all reality, it is going to be improving the effectiveness of this weapon across the board in all modes. Medium damage range. they went ahead and bumped it pre-patch from 16.6 to 40.6 is doing 20 damage. It's now going to be doing 22 damage at the same damage range. So the XM4 received a massive buff this update. Minimum damage range, it went from 17 to 19 at 40.6 meters. Additional adjustments, headshot multiplier reduced from 1.3 to 1.15. Attachment adjustments, CHF barrel adjustments, headshot multiplier reduced from 1.42 to 1.25. Overall, this is going to be a buff for the XM4. So definitely go ahead and check out the XM4 if you have not already after this update officially goes live tomorrow. Now, we also have adjustments for the Amy's 85 damage range. They went ahead and increased it from 21 at 50.8 meters. It's going to be to 23 to 50.8 meters. So 0 to 50.8 meters. The Amy's 85, wow, this is actually going to be a nice buff. Now we have the minimum damage range is going from 17 to 19. So this is going to be anything greater than 50.8 meters. So interesting here. Now they did adjust the headshot multiplier for this assault rifle. It's going from 1.25 to 1.12. And they're also adjusting the CHF barrel from 1.4 to 1.25. Interesting. Definitely go ahead and check out the Amy's 85. I'm really excited to go ahead and use both of these weapons. Now, the GPR 91, this is arguably one of the worst assault rifles in the entire game. In addition to hardcore adjustments, we are further improving some handling times on the GPR 91 to solidify its role within the class. So they're going ahead and buffing the damage from 21 to 23, from 0 to 19.1 meters. That's going to be its maximum damage range. From medium damage range, they're going to go ahead and buff it from 20 to 22, from 19.1 to 45.7. And they're also going to be adjusting the minimum damage range from 17 to 19, anything further than 47 or 45.7 meters. Now, additional adjustments, headshot multiplier reduced from 1.3 to 1.15, sprint to fire time improved from 165 milliseconds to 160. That is a buff. Tactical sprint to fire time improved from 275 to 270. That is a buff. Slide to fire improved from 0.37 to 0.33. That is a buff. And they also improved the dive to fire time from 0.45 to 0.42, which is also a buff. And they adjusted the headshot multiplier on the CHF barrel from 1.4 to 1.2. So they made the GPR 91 better than it was. I personally enjoyed using this weapon. I understand it isn't the best. The XM4 is better, but the GPR is definitely going to be worth checking out after the update. Now they went ahead and also adjusted the Goblin MK2. Like the GPR 91, we are making some small initial adjustments to the Goblin MK2 to help it shine as the fastest semi-auto primary. All movement speeds increased from 0.01, yes, very little, okay, wait, I gotta reread this is kind of weird. All movement speeds increased by 0.01 meters, and they say, yes, every little bit matters. Okay, sprint to fire time improved from 180 to 175 milliseconds. Tactical sprint to fire time improved from 290 to 285 milliseconds. So they went ahead and improved the Goblin MK2, the GPR 91, the Amy's 85, and the XM4 for the assault rifle category. It's kind of insane how they consider the XM4 bottom barrel. That's really, really interesting to me. Really interesting to me. We're definitely going to go ahead and give this a go after this update does go live. Now let's go over the submachine guns, and the first one is going to be the Compact 92. This arguably is one of the worst submachine guns due to its recoil control. Now, the Compact 92 can kill with one headshot in hardcore modes at its max damage range. Bullets to kill at the minimum damage range have not changed, but headshots will now be much more effective at that range. So this is what they're doing with the Compact. So the damage range, maximum damage range has not changed at all. Medium damage range 1 has not changed at all. Medium damage range 2 has not changed at all, but its minimum damage range has changed. And pre-patch, post-patch, I think this is a typo here. They said it dropped from 11 to 10. It should be from 10 to 11. So there's a discrepancy here. All good, but that's what they're doing with the compact. And the headshot multiplier is improved from 1.05 to 1.1. And it seems that this is going to be the only submachine gun they're adjusting, which honestly does make sense. The compact 92, in my personal opinion, definitely probably should have got some recoil controlling adjustments. That's just me, but at least they're going ahead and making it a little bit more effective at hardcore. Now for the shotguns, the straight lock laser attachment adjustments increase the time it takes to reach ADS spread from 20% of aim down sight speed to 70% of aim down sight speed. This was actually the best laser on the shotguns. Slug attachment adjustments. Slugs allow players to run shotguns at mid-range as mid-range precision weapons. As a trade-off, they have limited short-range effectiveness if you are not carefully hitting headshots. So they are going to be going ahead and adjusting the slugs on the shotguns. Now they made adjustments to the Marine SP. This is the slug damage adjustments. So pre-patch, it went from 92. Now it's going to be at 102, but the range is going to be from 0 to 9.7 meters. It's now only going to be from 0 to 2. Now the damage medium range 1 is going to be from 84 to 96, but they reduced that from 9.8 to 15.2 to 2.1 to 12.7. Medium damage range 2 is now from 60 up to 70, and they adjusted it from 15.3 to 18.5 to now 12.8 to 25.4. And they also adjusted the medium damage range 3 from 49 to 50, and this is from 18.3 to 20.7 to 25.5 and 33 meters. And for the minimum damage range, it's staying the same, but they are going ahead and adjusting it all the way out past 33 meters. Additional 12 gauge slug adjustments. Headshot multiplier increased from 1 to 1.5. Upper torso and upper arm multipliers increased from 1 to 1.1. They also increase hip spread by 15%. You can't just hip fire with the slugs as effective as before. Now the ASG 89, they also went ahead and made similar adjustments to the ASG when they increased the damage range from 92 to 102. This is going to be now dropping off at 1.3 meters. They went ahead and reduced the damage range with the slugs for the first damage range at 84. Now it's going to be at 70, and it's going to be, up to 15.2 meters. They went ahead and increased the damage range with the slug for range 2 from 49 to 50. This is now going to be extended to 15.3 to 21.6 meters. And they also extended its medium damage range 3 from 33 to 40. It's going to be from 21.7 to 29.2. And they also adjust its minimum damage range from 24 to 30. And that's going to be past 29.2 meters. Now they went ahead and made adjustments here. Headshot multiplier increased from 1 to 1.5. Upper torso and arm is now 1 to 1.1. And hip spread is up to 20% because this is a semi-automatic shotgun. So these changes do make sense with the shotguns. I'm glad they didn't go ahead and extend the damage range of just the regular ammunition, because that would be insanely effective. Now here are some adjustments they're making to the marksman rifles. We are adjusting handling stats on the burst rifles so they fit more squarely into their intended roles. The SWAT 5.56 has a slower fire rate within each burst and more recoil, making it better suited for mid-range engagements. Meanwhile, the AEK 973, which is arguably the best gun in the entire game, has better stability and precision, but a longer burst delay, making it riskier when you're trying to play aggressive. Ironically, that's not how it's being used. We are now significantly reducing the power of the AEK rapid fire, which was too strong Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and adjust the AEK 973 rapid fire, so you just can't rush with it. So this is where they're gonna be adjusting the SWAT. The aim down sight speed has improved from 340 to 315. That's a buff. Sprint to fire time has improved from 215 to 205. That is a buff. Tactical sprint to fire time has improved from 325 to 315. That's also a buff. Now, attachment adjustments, rapid fire. Recoil gun kick penalty increased from 25 to 30%. Vertical penalty increased from 25 to 30, and horizontal has been increased from 25 to 30. So rapid fire is probably not going to be a good attachment on the SWAT 5.56. The AEK, they did the reverse on the AEK. Sprint to fire time has increased from 205 to 215. That is a nerf. Tactical sprint to fire time has increased from 315 to 325. That is a nerf. And for rapid fire, they have adjusted the recoil. Rapid fire benefit reduced from 10 to 5%. So the weapon is going to shoot slower now. Burst fire delay increased from 115 to 295 milliseconds. That is a nerf. Gun kick has been increased from 25 to 50. Oh my goodness. Vertical has been increased from 20 to 50. And it also increased horizontal from 25 to 50. So the AEK 973 is now obsolete in multiplayer. Not even worth using. Horrible. So hopefully you guys went ahead and got that weapon gold, because this is going to be trash now. Sniper rifles. We have been monitoring feedback on sniper rifles and are making some changes to promote more build diversity and improve the sniping experience before gaining access to a complete attachment set. We are lowering the base flinch on all sniper rifles and reducing the flinch resistance given by stock attachments. The resulting received flinch values are much lower up front and a just bit lower overall after equipping the stocks. We are also increasing the aim walking movement speed bonuses on stock attachments to make those choices more valuable. Lastly, we are improving the ADS idle sway delay by default on all snipers, meaning that an average there will be less deviation from your point of aim when entering ADS, overall making quickscoping, they're not going to say it, but this is what this means, making quickscoping a little bit easier. Our goal is to support the various sniping playstyles you all enjoy through several viable weapon builds. We will continue to monitor weapon and attachment data as well as your feedback to ensure that all sniping player styles are fun and rewarding in Black Ops 6. So all snipers now have 1 second 50% idle sway scaling at the beginning of aim down sight. All snipers have base flinch reduced by 17%. You guys can see here on the LWA3 Frost line, this was falling behind the LR762. This was a hitmarker machine. They're buffing its handling and idle sway to make it more appealing choice in spite of its more limited one-shot hit locations. So they're going ahead and improving the aim down sight speed. It's going to have a faster aim down sight speed. They're buffing it from 550 to 535. Sprint to fire speed has improved from 300 to 290. Tactical sprint to fire speed has improved from 450 to 430. And ADS idle sway has been improved by about 10%. Now they went ahead and it made adjustments to the stocks, the infiltrator stock adjustment, the heavy stock, the CHF barrel, as well as the combat stock adjustment. Now they also went ahead and adjusted the SVD. Now this is going to be introducing a delay after firing before a new shot can be queued. This does not change the rate of fire, but prevents accidentally firing extra unintended shots when repeatedly pulling the trigger. This is going to be essentially preventing spam of the SVD because it's a semi-automatic sniper. Sprint to fire speed improved from 310 to 300. Tactical sprint to fire time has been improved from 460 to 450, and they also made adjustments for the stocks on the SVD. The LR762, they made changes from tactical sprint to fire time from 470 to 460, and they went ahead and also adjusted the stocks as well. So the best quick scoping sniper rifle is now going to be the LW3A1 Frost line, which in all reality it should be. Now they went ahead and they adjusted various updates to weapon descriptions in the gunsmith, addressed an issue where stickers would appear in the decal slot. Now perks, slight reduction to ninja footstep volume. Additionally, we've made slight reduction to default footsteps, so you can't hear, footsteps as loud anymore. Addressed an issue that prevented Gearhead from being able to booby trap enemy care packages. They also addressed an issue preventing equipment from replenishing with the scavenger perk. I never had that problem, thank God. Now, score streaks. The Archangel addressed an issue where the rocket would sometimes explode immediately when firing near a wall. Now, challenges. Addressed an issue where some daily challenges were not tracking properly. And movement updates. Addressed a bug causing players to be slowed when shot or mantling. Okay, that's actually nice. Theater. Added Nuketown and private match recording. Adjusted various stability issues when viewing matches. And they also went ahead and made a lot of UI updates, graphics, and stability changes as well. They did not go ahead and adjust streaks, so you can still go ahead and chain the chopper gunners. But when you get a chopper gunner, if you die, then call it in, you're probably gonna be able to get another one still. So that's gonna be an interesting change they made within this update. These are gonna be the major changes they made within the Season 1 update here in Black Ops 6. Overall, I think this update is a massive W. The weapon balance is spot on in my personal opinion. Yes, I do believe they should have probably made some recoil adjustments to some of these guns, but they said that they are going to wait to do that until essentially probably a week or so after Season 1, and then obviously during the mid-season update they're going to be doing that. But as of right now, they are just buffing the weapons that aren't as good, which is, in my opinion, an absolute W. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of these changes within the Season 1 update. If you guys are happy, drop a like on the video. If you guys aren't, let me know down in the comment section. I'm gonna see you guys when the update does go live at 11 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Deuces.